Shadow here again. I am geared up to talk about AEW Full Gear. I won't be going over everything, just some of the key points of the night. Once again, AEW proves they are the king of wrestling pay-per-views. They put on another banger event. There were some really great matches. AEW never disappoints when it comes to the pay-per-views. It was a loaded card with some surprises. I am not going to go over the whole show, just some of the key events of the night. This whole thing was crazy, especially how it ended. This was complete madness. They can go in many directions with multiple storylines. Once Moxley won, all hell broke loose. You had people you didn't expect coming out. You had the greatest father in history trying to cash in. Then you had Hangman and Jay White come to the ring, and the conglomeration causes all kinds of chaos. They ended it all in the parking lot with a car crash. AEW is bringing pro wrestling back to that old greatness, where you didn't know what would happen, where storylines would start one way, then end up in someplace crazy that you never thought. With how Full Gear ended, you have 4 new people in the title picture. And we still don't know Moxley's true motives for his actions. So much stuff was set up in this one match, and this was not even the best thing of the night. The whole night wasn't perfect, but a lot of good things did happen. The other big things of the night besides the end of the Moxley match were Hangman vs. Jay, Mariah May's celebration, Swerve and the Almighty, Ospreay and Fletcher, and the match of the night, the CEO and Statlander. Hangman vs. Jay was a match I wasn't expecting too much from. But this match was great. I was expecting Hangman to win, by how they were building this match up. For weeks they kept saying how Jay White always gets the better of Hangman. So you would think this would be Hangman time. But to my surprise, Jay White pulled it off and got the win again.
Wait, tagged me in. It was pretty good, but I don't know if I would call it great. I let you do all the juicing up, and I will cover the stuff that didn't hit. The show started with the 4-way tag match. This match was so-so. It's nothing really bad, but nothing great either. This probably shouldn't have been a 4-way. The only thing that this match really did was foreshadow the Acclaimed future breakup. Other than that, this match was pretty basic. Moving on, the MJF match really was pretty much just filler, like I thought it would be. Was there really any interest in MJF versus Roderick Strong? They tried to use Strong's personal backstory to help build this match, but it didn't work too well. It was a decent match, it was just that it really didn't matter to me. Adam Cole came out when it was over, but nothing happened. Jack Perry and Daniel Garcia were decent. We got a new champion out of it. But the match I was the most disappointed in was Konosuke Takeshita vs Ricochet. I was actually looking forward to this match, especially after that triple threat match those two had with Ospreay at the last pay-per-view. But something was just off about this match. It wasn't bad, you just expected so much more with 2 wrestlers with their level of talent. Ricochet may be similar to Ospreay in skill, but I think his timing is off. His moves do not flow that well, and his selling is a bit off and too over the top at times. Ricochet is good, but he still needs some work before he reaches the top star status. That ending with Moxley was crazy and a bit confusing, but interesting. There is a lot of stuff going on, and going in multiple directions. You got the Death Riders, the Hurt Syndicate, Christian's Cash In, Hangman, and Jay White, and that lunatic Darby. I still don't see where all this fits, but we will see if AEW can make these things work. Or will they drop the ball again?
You two take a seat. I will handle the ladies. Let's start with Mariah May's champagne celebration with Mina. It starts off how you would expect, but like we should have remembered how that biatch, Mariah gets down. She tries to hit Mina in the back of the head with a champagne bottle. Mariah swung that bottle like she was trying to hit a grand slam. Mina ducked out of the way. Mariah has to win Best Friend of the Year. Anyway, Mina turns into Chun-Li and kicks the bottle out of Mariah's hand. Then Mina spears Mariah off the stage onto a table. Then Mina gets up with blood leaking from her mouth, looking like a vampire who just fed. Mina is going to be out for more blood. Mariah's treachery knows no limits. Mariah really is becoming a great villain. Moving on to the match of the night. Mercedes vs Statlander. This match is a contender for Match of the Year. These 2 ladies tore the house down. Statlander power versus Mercedes speed. There were so many reversals and close pinfalls. Mercedes may have got the win, but there were no losers in this match. This performance by Mercedes has shut up all the Mercedes haters. Say what you will, but Mercedes is helping to put the spotlight on everyone she has a feud with, and helping her opponents to become top stars. Look at Willow, Stephanie Bacquer, and now Statlander. Camille is being built up to be Mercedes' future opponent. Mercedes and Camille look like Shawn Michaels and Diesel from back in the day. This match could have easily been the main event, it was that good. A women's division is on another level. Chris Statlander will be the women's world champion soon. She could easily become one of the faces of the company. If people were sleeping on the greatness of Chris Statlander, they would be wide awake now. Every night is Stat her day night.
Indeed, Chris Statlander and Mercedes put on a classic. Mercedes has shown she earned all that money. And with that performance by Chris Statlander, Tony Khan is going to be writing another fat check for Statlander as well. It looks like history is repeating itself. When Mercedes was in WWE, most of the other female wrestlers' best matches were against Mercedes. How do Mercedes's haters explain that? If Mercedes wasn't as good as claimed, why is everyone's best match with her? Oh wait, the only other match that comes close, you can probably guess. Ospreay versus Fletcher was another banger. Was there ever any doubt that this match could be anything else but awesome? And the finish to this match was amazing. Fletcher got the win, but more importantly, it showed that Fletcher is a star in the making. Now we move on to the match everyone was waiting for, Swerve versus Bobby Lashley. This was more of a brutal beatdown. The Almighty showed that he is an unstoppable monster in the ring. Swerve got some good shots in, but it was almost completely one-sided. I cannot see a single person in AEW stopping the Almighty right now. This is how you book Bobby Lashley, as an unstoppable force. The Hurt Syndicate actually does what the name says, they hurt people. AEW always gives you your money's worth with their pay-per-views. And we know, money changes everything. What do some of you think about Full Gear 2024? What was your favorite part of Full Gear? Leave a comment. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It's back to the shadows. Thanks for watching.